Hi guys, hi beautiful people. Thank you so much for stepping by. So today I will be doing a updated review on my Delightful in the and this is the old version, the first design. So with the first design is that the shoulder strap right here actually moves. The second design, which they have altered this bag, is that this is stationary and it's the ring that would move and it would be just held right there. And that was due to the fact that there were a lot of complaints out there that the vachetta and the glazing on the sides of the shoulder strap as well as the vachetta down here were deteriorating, and they were actually turning, the tarnish was rubbing off. So a lot of people went to the store, they said, well, why is this doing this? It's, X amount of time, it shouldn't be doing this. And so they changed it. I think it was only like a year or so, and this was out. I'm not sure about that, so don't take that to heart. And they remodeled it that way, and then this was in the market for a few years. They have changed it. They have retired it, and now supposedly is to replace this design is something called the Graceful, and a hobo. So, just in case you guys are wondering, Graceful versus Delightful. I don't have the Graceful because I don't want to get the Graceful. The Delightful folds like this, which I love. It gives you a longer strap drop, which I love, and I have used this any day of the year. I live in the Midwest, so we get rain, hail, snow, sunshine, all. And there's a running joke that it can all happen one day. And this has happened it can, and it has. And there's a big possibility it will. That has happened. And so I love the fact that I could just fold it and everything's fine. You can't do that with a Graceful. And the Graceful is also thinner right here to me. So I don't really like that part, and there is no vachetta protection in the top. And from what I have noticed with the artsy, I hooked it. With the artsy, the current design of the artsy now, which they have changed for the monogram, they have the vachetta lining on the top because the artsy, the top would always crack due to just use. So it shouldn't really do that in a short amount of time. A short amount of time for a Louis Vuitton to have canvas cracking would be about 5 years. That's a short amount of time. Your vachetta shouldn't really crack or tear unless there's a terrible situation or an accident. Sometimes it happens, but usually it shouldn't. And let me just double check the date code for this. This was made in 2010. So this is 9 years old. This is a 9-year-old bag. I was not the first owner for this bag. This was a gift. And I was looking for the GM actually, and then I narrowed it down to this one due to just it didn't have the pockets in the front, and it's really hard to find the GM in this kind of color of vachetta, not too dark and not too run down. I don't know why. I think a lot of people who have purchased the GM and it's in perfect condition, they don't really want to part with it, and I completely understand. But unfortunately, this was one of those bags that I believe I had a list that I would never own, And when this was out, that I could have purchased it brand new, I still remember like scowling over it, like, why is this being sold? Like, who cares? I don't like this. Like, get a new design. And sometimes, you know, that happens more so or not with me. Like, I will completely be against a certain design of bag from Louis Vuitton, and then as soon as it like gets off the market, that's when I have like seen it in a different light that I want it. This happens more so or not. So I'm really, really thankful that they're always going to be the Speedy in there because I still haven't decided if I want to get the 35 or the 40 or both, or which one should I go for first, because I would prefer to just get like one bag a year, and I have discussed this before. It's just my personality and just who I am. So anyway, let's go back to this. I apologize for the little segue there. I completely love this bag. I've only had this bag for like a few years. I love it. I really do wish that I got this brand new. I never would have gotten rid of it. And if I got this brand new, I probably would have gotten the GM. Probably within, well, if it was back then I probably would have gotten them together. But I wish that, you know, I know then what I know now, and I wish I would have just like gotten them like a year apart, just because of, you know, just how my personality is. So, there isn't really a big wear on this. My biggest issue on this is there's now some cracking on the canvas right there. It's very little. My husband was like laughing at me about it because I said I needed like ideas and tips on how to fix it. And it's on here as well. And I don't want to get it worse, but it's very tiny. I think it's probably like 3 millimeters. It's not very big, but crack is definitely on the canvas is cancer. It's just incurable. A lot of people have said to just, when you have a crack on a canvas and you want to save the bag, is to put like super glue in between. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm always afraid to do that. I'm very messy with super glue. The last time I used it for my son's something, I had to use it for something, and it was stuck on 2 of my fingers, 2 or 4. I forgot it was, but I remember it was like because I did something like this. 2 fingers, and I don't really have acetone in my house, so I just let it wear. And what I've noticed, how to get rid of super glue, is just to let wear and tear. I wash my hands all the time because that's just who I am. And whenever I touch something that I find icky or dirty or anything, which would be a lot of times, you know, when you're cleaning something and you touch it a little bit, I wash my hands. And then I put lotion afterwards. So that's the cycle. And because I do that so often, in 2 days, it just peeled off by itself. Little tidbit there for super glue. So, you cannot purchase this brand new. I do wish that Louis Vuitton will release this one. Hopefully the same huge dimensions. Maybe the only difference would be an option for a long strap, or possibly maybe nothing, because I do love it as is. I don't really have a lot of complaints for it. I love it as is. I don't even have a organizer, and the slouch isn't really bad, and that is because this is reinforced right here. If you could see the middle, this is 2 different canvas put together. So this is reinforced right here, and because it is reinforced right here, it is tougher. Like if you got a Speedy or a Neverfull, due to the fact that it is one canvas here, especially for the Speedy, it is one canvas through and through, front, bottom, back. So because of that, you get the sagging because it's just one piece. But because of the reinforcement, these are 2 pieces right there. That's why. Aside from I've noticed some cracking, I don't really have other issues. This bag really is an amazing investment. If you do want to get it pre-lugged, It's an amazing investment. I would suggest get it. Well, it really does depend on your personal preference. If I were to get this bag again, I would get possibly the same shade of Vachetta or a lighter shade. And of course, don't buy any kind of pre-loved Louis Vuitton that is a crack on the canvas. That is my biggest tip. I would suggest just make sure there are no cracks or tears or anything like that, or major stains, because stains can be really hard to get out. Regardless, you can go on the Louis Vuitton groups on Facebook. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got a suggestion. I have tried a lot of different things with this stain right here. And I have even used saddle soap. And saddle soap is the toughest out there because it's supposed to take off dye. That's how strong it's supposed to be. But the stain is here because it's saturated through time. And actually, it has lightened up a lot. And I think that's due to wear, because I wear this all the time. And that's just what happens. This has given its wear and tear as well. So just make sure, if you want to purchase pre-loved Louis Vuitton, there are professional companies out there that can authenticate that. That's number one. If you want advice from me, you can either do it down below and let me know. And then if you want to exchange it via email, I'd be happy to help anyone out there. I have done so, and I never charged anybody. But I am not a company, and even these pro authenticators and other companies, just make sure they're people too, and they're human. Like, people that work in Louis Vuitton sometimes can't even tell if something is authentic or not. Happened to me personally. I knew it was real because it's my grandma's, and I went in there and she said, "This is not real. This is not real. This is in the Chicago store in Michigan Ave." And she said, "You know what? Let's just send this out." She said, "It feels like it is, but I don't think it is." That's what she said. She's like, "I just can't find the date code." Like, she had a lot of things to say. "Oh, this is not authentic, blah, 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 blah." And so they shipped it over to get, because I needed to get it fixed. That was why. But I remember my game plan with my husband was, let's tell him I bought it on eBay. So we went there, and she's like, "Yeah, it's fake. It's not real." And then I just kind of glared at her, and I said, "Well, is there someone else that can check it out?" And as soon as I said that, she just goes, "You know what? Why don't we just ship this out, and let's see what they say, the people that do the fixing and the maintenance, repairs, and all that stuff." And she said, "I will send you an email, yada, yada, yada." And so about a month after, they sent me an email, or a couple weeks after, they sent me an email, and they said it was authentic. And just so you know, there are certain obvious marks of an authentic Louis Vuitton if you are going to the pre-loved market. But just so you know, I would also suggest, do not purchase something if it's too good to be true. Do not purchase something in which your gut feels like it's shady, and do not get something in which you don't ask other people that have owned Louis Vuitton, do own Louis Vuitton. Like, I've owned Louis Vuitton, I still own Louis Vuitton, that are older than I am. And that's the type of person that you would benefit from. So if you want to get it authenticated by professionals, that's fine. They do charge a certain amount, so check them out too. But if you guys want to, check it out with me, and let's just say you're still kind of like on the fence if it's actually legit or not, and I might tell you I'm not sure, you can go to the professional route. I really am happy in how this held up. I am feeling kind of sad in the fact that there isn't cracking on the canvas. It's just a gift, so I don't see myself, like, if it gets worse, like if the canvas gets worse, I think I would just probably display it there and not use it. Will I purchase this again? Brand new. I'm kind of wanting Louis Vuitton just to resurface this particular design, and just make it the same or better. And if not, the worst part is to go to the pre-love market. That is the worst part for me. But again, this is a gift, so there's sentimental value to that. If you guys have other questions, Louis Vuitton related, vachetta, monogram, canvas, all that good stuff, the majority of my expertise is definitely the canvas. The top would be monogram, second would be demi-abine, and the least would be demi-azur. I have the least experience in demi-azur. So if you guys want to chit chat, have some questions, some advice, let me know. I do have other videos in regards to how I do maintain my Louis Vuitton till today, how I clean them, how I prevent issues. They're in a playlist. I will link it down below just so you guys can see that. Again, any questions, let me know down below. If you guys want to connect on my other social media accounts, they're down below as well. So feel free to connect with me there. Anything else, if I didn't cover anything else and you have other questions, let me know down below. I'll try as much as possible to answer them as quickly as I can. Okay? I hope you enjoyed my video. You're going to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, I hope you are going to hit the like, the subscribe, and the bell, obviously, so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.